How's it going, everybody? It's me again. Sorry I look kind of beat up and everything, but I just got off work and I figured I had a little bit of rant about, I don't know. There it goes again saying wappy. You pointed out that I say a lot, and Americans do that. Yeah, well, everybody's got their little like pause. They say something like or I don't know, something along those lines. But I figured I'd talk about influences, and I wanted to ask you guys, who are your influences, and how do they influence you? My influences would have to be, I've got a couple in my room actually, hung up on my wall. One would be this guy right here, Bruce Lee. Oh yeah, it's one of my great influences. Not just because of karate, you know, that's his own art form, which is amazing. You know, he basically introduced a lot of people into Kung Fu, and it's just like his philosophy was just amazing. You know, the way he taught and the way he trained himself, you know, it was different than most people do, but that helped a lot of people nowadays, you know, train themselves based off of Bruce Lee, you know. I've watched a lot of different, you know, I've got a couple movies by him, and there's a couple, I don't know, but here, let's go to my other influence, John Lennon. His music was a great influence, along with his views on life and how he wanted to create peace on Earth. You know, that was his main goal that he was trying to spread, and that is definitely something that I've been hoping for and praying for, and just trying to get out there the message of love, just like him, you know, peace, love. But his music also, he's got a lot of great lyrics in his music, and they're always so positive, you know. It makes me feel so uplifted, and he's a great influence. He influenced me today, you know. I have a whole radio station that I listen to on Pandora based off of his music. John Lennon, rest in peace, brother. As well as you, Bruce Lee. And, you know, there's part of the Beatles. Beatles were a great influence on me as well, their music. Let It Be, you know, also peace and love and all that stuff in the music. Love, love, love. Anyway, Bob Marley, another great musical influence, as well as his philosophy, you know. Also, he was a Rastafarian. He also came into, later on in life, he started to believe in Jesus, and his whole philosophy was pretty great as well. And I loved how he was shot for peace. He wanted to create a message of peace, and he was shot. And he ended up going to the peace rally anyway, even after being shot. That's just, or am I getting that mixed up with? I feel like I'm mixing it up with someone else. No, I think it's Bob Marley. Yeah, I think it was Bob Marley. That's just amazing, you know. Bob Marley was, yeah, that was Bob Marley, definitely. Wow, Bob Marley. Everybody thinks of Bob Marley as just a pothead, someone who just smokes weed, a little bit of herb, you know. But he was much more than that to me. I don't look at him and see weed right away. Even though that picture, you know, he's smoking a little bit, but that's the only picture I could find of him at the gallery that I went to find these pictures. But, you know, another great influence to me would be Jesus, of course. And I know I'm going to get a lot of ridicule for this, and many of you, or some of you, might be like, you don't believe in Jesus? Well, that's your own opinion. And, you know, just because you can't see him today, besides books and the word of him, and, you know, seeing them across, which is really sad and kind of upsetting. but it also portrays that he died for our sins. And when I think of Jesus, I first think, wow, God put himself into human form, which is also certain beliefs. You have to believe that. There's two different ways that you could view Jesus. You could view him as a prophet, or you could view him as the direct descendant of God himself, our Creator. He put himself into human form so that we could live like he did on earth, spreading peace and love and healing people. We could do that. I've seen it happen. I'm not going to lie, I've seen it happen. And it's pretty amazing. I've been healed. My arm, I wasn't able to do this, at all. I couldn't do any of that because last year, no, actually it was a couple of years ago, I fell on it wrong and it got twisted or whatever. But anyway, long story short, mess it up. I wasn't able to bend it all the way, but someone healed for me. A couple people prayed for me to be healed in front of me. They put their hands on me and asked God to heal me, and he did. That makes my faith even stronger. Things like that just amaze me. But Jesus, to me, going back to the point that I'm trying to make in this video, influences. Jesus, to me, I think of him and I try to live my life as he would. Even though I do mess up and I fall, God picks us back up, but we're human, we're in the flesh. The flesh kind of takes control of us, and we sin, and, I ask for forgiveness, even though, Jesus died for our sins. That's also another belief. Don't hate me for these things. This is my views, my opinions on life. You guys can have your own. I'm not going to hate you for it. I'm not going to bash you. It's cool. I love you anyway. I like to hear other people's beliefs, even if they might go against mine. It's still cool. I like to take in everybody's beliefs and views and aspects and try to, just learn. Just learn. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn from each other and ourselves, I still don't know all the answers. Of course I don't. I'm just another human being, just like you guys. And another influence I would have to think would be my grandmother, rest in peace. Before she passed away, she is still to this day the nicest lady, woman, female, human being that I've ever met. She helped raise me throughout my life, not even being my mother, even though she was my family and everything. It's just amazing. I never saw her get mad at anyone, even though this is before, her past. She might have got mad or whatever. I don't know her past, but for me, the way she treated everyone before herself, and that influenced me so much, because I try to do that today. I try to love each other, love everyone, and treat other people better than myself, even though I should treat myself well as well. But, it's just the whole point that she was spreading love. And that helped raise me to be who I am today. Without her, hey, I could have been out doing drugs and all this other stuff, but she influenced me. And that's a direct influence, These influences I have up on my wall, they influenced me indirectly through music and videos, and I just want to know what you guys' influences are and how they influence you. That'd be great. This is Wayne, FarFromDanK, signing out. Peace and love, guys.